So today I just wanted to do like a chatty type thing about like creative struggles. I thought while I was doing that I would do something productive, and I have a tower that's behind this that I need to clear out and like sort out what I want to give to friends and stuff. It's like body lotions and stuff before I move to my new place in September, and I got kind of a motivation to do it today, so thought I might as well. So first we're going to go through body lotions because I haven't been diagnosed with eczema, but my grandfather has it and I have like very bad symptoms of it, especially in the winter and stuff. But part of it is I get like, if I use any scented or really anything besides like Utterly Smooth and glycinol, my body hates me, or like Vaseline cocoa butter ones I think I can use. But I have a bunch of like scented body lotion that I can't use and that my body hates. So we're gonna go through all that and figure out what I'm giving away and whatnot. Okay, so let's go through all this stuff while we chat. So I have been struggling with, that's empty. I have been struggling the past few days with my next collection. And it got to the point where I literally had to send it to my best friend yesterday, like what I have so far, and be like, is this worth me continuing? Like, should I just, like, I'm almost done. Like, my goal is 100 poems in the collection. I have it like ordered so far, like what order the pages are going in, like for what I have written down. I have 62 poems, like it's a total of 80 pages at the moment. And I woke up yesterday and I was like, oh my goodness, everyone is going to hate me for this. And I realized that that's really what I was struggling with, was the idea that someone was going to be upset with me for what I had written. Particularly, like, I have a relationship going on right now, and they know that I write poems about some of the stuff, and you know, there is a sense of like how much privacy people get. I mean, I never fully spell out what's going on. Like, it's poetry. It's never supposed to be absolutely obvious as to what I'm referring to and who. And I mean, I never name things. I mean, there's people who I give like repeated metaphors for, but like I, we, you, us are all fluid. Like, I'm never talking about the same people. Even like I'm referring to different evolutions of myself and like different versions of Emma. So I woke up yesterday and I was like, people are gonna hate this. And one of my things is that this collection is much more candid than my last. I mean, my last was pretty candid, but this is like stuff that I'm still currently working through. Like, the other one was a lot about my high school experience, and this one is still too, but I released it once I was done high school, and like just as I was starting university, and it was like to close a chapter, which recently has been reopened, because nothing ever really ends, does it? But this one, like, I released it and that part of my life isn't done. It's shaking because I'm on my bed, but yeah, so I think that's one of the things I'm struggling with. So getting rid of a lot of lotions, you cannot see any of that. So I'm getting rid of a bunch of lotions. These are the ones I'm keeping. Aveeno Skin Relief Moisturizing Lotions. I really only use Utterly Smooth, like this is the hand cream. I don't love it as much as I love the potted one that I use that one on my whole body. And this is Utterly Smooth. Yeah, Utterly Smooth hand cream. Then I have Aveeno Eczema Care, which only has a little bit left. And I have a fragrance-free hand care from Glysomed. And then I have the bigger fragranced one. I don't know if that's actually... It's not intentionally scented, but it doesn't have the thing to take the smell out. Anyway, I have the bigger one, and then I have this one. And I have a Eczema Care version of this in my bag, and then I have Utterly Smooth on, like, the can on my desk. So that's what I'm keeping for this. So now we're gonna go through like different masks, both hair and skin. This one I need to throw out because it's like 3 years old. Gross. Yeah, but the other thing I think I'm struggling with is, so my last book, I released it and like a lot of family read it, and I mean, that was okay. This one I make more, I don't want to say sexual references, but like if there's points behind them. And I talk a lot more about religious trauma, and I talk a lot more about my body and a very personal relationship with another person. And I feel, and I also swear a lot more on this one, which like they'll get over it, you know? But I'm like afraid that they'll judge me, which is silly because like the feeling I'm putting into this book are my genuine feelings about these situations and what has happened to me and what I've been going through these past few years. And I don't know. I'm really scared that it will impact relationships I have. But it's not like reasonable. Like what I've written about is just my feelings and my perspective, and you know, I haven't put X, Y, and Z, so and so is wrong and I'm right and this is exactly what happened. No, it's all in like very obscure tenses, and you know, people don't really like, I don't make it clear who I'm referring to. Obviously, like certain things in certain situations, if you're in my life, you'll know the situation behind it. So yeah, and I think the other thing is that when I released my book, like a lot of family bought it, and then like I haven't had a sale on my book since November, and it's May. And that's been hard, like I mean, I haven't been great at marketing, and I haven't been great at like pushing it, but it's hard as like someone who's like not a perfectionist, but as someone who has a really hard time doing things if she doesn't get immediate success or like close to immediate. Like I can't, like I write because I love it, and I write because it heals me. And I mean, I wanted my first collection, I wanted to put out there so it could heal other people, you know, that they could find solace in some part of a poem or multiple poems that I had written. And it's the same reason I want to put this one out. It's a way to make sense of my own brain and to maybe help other people do the same. So I don't care that no one has bought my book. I don't care that, you know, it doesn't have any reviews on Goodreads. Like that's not why I do this, but I still feel this pressure, like societally and also like from certain family members, that's like, why would you produce something if it's not going to be a success, you know? But to me, it was a success because I put like really intimate parts of my life down for people who know me mainly to read and to actually know me and to understand what I've been going through the past few years. So that's just another hurdle I'm having. Anyway, back to sorting. I'm gonna get rid of these hair masks because I only use one and I haven't even been using it recently. So into the friend pile it goes. And this I think is one of those hair masks that I just gotta throw out and clean the container. Gross. And I think the last one, so this upcoming collection is not about a singular relationship, but there's one person and one relationship a lot of the stuff has been inspired from. And I love this person very deeply and very, like, in all sense of the words. Like, I genuinely care so much for this person. And I know they care about me. And I'm afraid that even if our relationship has changed or ended by the time this comes out, that they will change how they viewed our relationship and how they view me. But I know they're not going to do that. Like logically, I understand that, but there's still this like fear that I'm going to ruin what little thing I've built for myself by doing something I love, which is writing and releasing my poetry. But it's silly because this person might not even be in my life by the time this gets released, and that's okay. Like, I'm aware of that. And still, like, I care so, and it's not even negative things, it's actually like really positive and really deep introspective things I'm writing about. And it's not about us, it's about me through us. Like, it's about everything this person has helped me find about myself that I would have found one day without help, but with, you know, steady pushes, you get, like, some people are put into your lives to help you figure things out, and this is one of those people. And I know it's also not a person I'm supposed to permanently have in my life for a variety of reasons, but I'm afraid that once they read what I said about a relationship, that they will look back on it differently, and they will look back at me differently. And I've already, like, we've talked about this already, and I've been like, I don't want you to change how you feel about us and any feelings you had about us just because I wrote about my feelings. I don't want you to feel, you know, lied to. I mean, we already have it that before I release this collection, this person's going to read it and approve of it, because, you know, because it is so heavily, it's not about our relationship, but it is so heavily about me learning lessons that our relationship introduced me to. And I am terrified. And it's like, I haven't been able to write, and I haven't, before I sent it to my friend, I was like, okay, I gotta format some more of the sections because my original document got all messed up. And like, I sent it to her, and I was like, I didn't send you the updated version. It's not in order. None of this stuff is right. It's just the actual poems as they are. I'm literally about to delete all of it off my laptop if someone doesn't give me any sense of validation about it. So, and of course she got back to me and she was like, Emma, this is good. Like, you've done it again. And I was like, are you saying that to me as my best friend, or are you saying that honestly? And she said both. And I was like, okay. And it was almost like, you know, because I love my best friend to pieces, and I value her opinion probably more than anyone else's in the world. And like, having that really helped. I know you shouldn't need validation from other people in your art, but sometimes you hit an emotional wall, not even like writer's block, but like an emotional wall where you genuinely just kind of have to search for something that is going to get you to just keep going. So that's where I've been at. And also sometimes I feel when there's so much going on in the world, I mean, obviously right now we know what's going on. And it's maddening and too believable, frankly. And that may be the most frustrating part. But I don't know. I haven't had the will to write because there's been a bunch of other stuff going on in the world, and I feel like currently my voice is not the most important. And then I've been writing some other things that are like deeply personal and like just factual things about my life, not in a poetic sense. And I don't know where I'm at really in like this journey of writing, because my last one, I just looked at a poem, like I looked at my little notebook full of poems, I said, I can put this into the world. Whereas this one, I'm writing for the purpose of releasing, but I'm releasing for the purpose, like, to validate my writing. Not that you need to release your art to be validated, but like it you know, by saying I'm gonna release this, it's not like I'm wasting my time, which has been an issue for me in the past. So I don't know. Yeah, that was my rambling. I got through my face mask and hair mask section. This is what I'm keeping. This coffee cream mask because I love the smell of it. I don't normally do cream masks, so I'm getting rid of my other ones, but sometimes I am in the mood and I can just do this one. I'm keeping all my pore strips. I know they're horrible for you. I'm not going to listen though if anyone tells me that that's the truth, because I know. But I'm a picker at my face, and sometimes this will like can just satisfy that little picking itch, which normally I kind of give into anyway, but I'm really trying to be better at not picking my face. Same with this peel off mask, and I really like peel off masks because it's the same kind of sensation. So yeah, so those are 2 drawers and a bunch of rambling about where I'm at and like my creative journey and stuff. I hope I can get back into doing what I love and just writing to write and not being afraid and not censoring myself out of fear. So anyway, so that was a long chit chat. Only got through 2 drawers because I got very chit chatty. But yeah, I will post when I post. Bye.